everyone who's still here. Get ready for the very last run of the day. Yeah, nice. I can't speak anymore. I couldn't speak in the first place. Whatever. The last run of today. Ukulele 3-line bingo. A personal highlight for me, as I like to be part of bingos so much. But I also enjoy watching them. So I'll just get right to the other scene. There we go. Here we are. Ukulele. You see Aljex's gameplay, you see Kasayev's gameplay. I'll give them a countdown in a bit. And yeah, then basically you guys can say hello if you want, lol.
Hello.
Yay. Nice. Yeah, I'll give you guys a countdown and then the run will start and you guys will race and we'll have to see who's the best in roughly an hour 20, an hour 15, an hour 10 maybe. So yeah. You guys both ready to go?
I am.
Lovely. Let's then go in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, there I am back again. Those two obviously don't want to hear each other because hearing each other would result in knowing something about what the other one's doing, which is something we don't want to happen. So in order to win a race of bingo, what the two runners will want to do is to finish lines on this bingo board. Can you guys see that? Like it's down there in the middle of the screen. It basically shows 25 different goals of stuff you can do in the game that serve as objectives the runners need to fulfill. If they complete all 5 of one row, if they complete all 5 of one row, that's a bingo. And in this category, a three-line bingo, they want to complete 3 of those lines. Basically, there's a ton of different ways to approach that. There's each bingo board is unique, and those goals are shuffled out of a pool of over 100, or like roughly 100, I think, 125 maybe. And they have to adjust to what's showing on the board. So maybe we can go through that, as like what they're doing right now will pretty much always be the same for ukulele runs. Like they're just collecting the first pagey, then they'll likely do early waterworks, stuff like that. It starts rather similar to the 100 pages run you saw earlier from Kasayev. Freezing Room Intended Way over here is one that's rather possible. Learning 12 trouser moves can be done along the way as well, pretty much. 5 Ghost Riders, not a big deal. 2 bosses. You definitely have to go a little bit out of your casual way of speedrunning this game to do that one, but it can definitely combine well with certain other goals. Well, then the ending of this row 1 here, 400 quills, can be quite a stretch. Collecting that many quills definitely takes a lot of going out of your way during a run. 50 quills in 3 worlds, definitely possible. Moody Ghost Riders, you need to expand Moody Maze Marsh for that. All glitter moves, quite costly on quills, but can work together with like big quill goals such as that one on the top right here. 2 Rextro pages, something you'd never want to do in a real speedrun of the game except 100%. Takes quite a bit of time. Expand 2 tomes, pretty much a given. You want to do that in nearly any run of ukulele, so likely they'll pick it up if they can manage some of the rows or diagonals or columns it is in. So yeah, up until here we can't really say who's going for anything. There's just no way of really telling. Alright, yeah, both of them are going for Archive. Just a very casual way to get over to the level they'll likely both visit first, Glitter Glaze Glacier. Let's see what they'll do, and I'll just keep explaining some of the goals to you guys. So basically, let's look at this. Expand Moody Maze Marsh. That's a little costly on pages, but if you want to collect a lot of pages anyways, it can be really good to do it, because in Expanded Moody Maze Marsh there's a lot of stuff to get. Actually, we see them deviating en route already by a bit. Aljex not going into Glitter first, which you would do in a lot of longer speedrun categories. Let's see what he's gonna collect in Tribal. Things he could do in Tribal would be Ghost Riders, start collecting some of the moves. There's a green Ghost Rider, which is good for this one as well. There's a Cardos Pagey, but it's only in the expanded Tribal. He could help Clara. He could later expand the tome. So yeah, this entire board looks like they would they could probably route it over only ever entering 3 levels, I think. But it kind of depends on what they want to do. Aljex is going for the first Ghost Rider here, so one of the Ghost Rider goals will definitely be on his list. It'll either be save 5 Ghost Riders. Kasayev now, as we see, going into Glitter first. Interesting. Taking an approach of collecting a lot of quills on his way as well. Basically using the 100 pages route going in. Collecting all the quills available right away. Aljex, as you see now, doing the Clara pages, so I'm actually rather sure he will go for this goal over here, help Clara 2 times. Connected to at least 1 Ghost Rider goal as well, which could be, like, he'll definitely do 5 Ghost Riders, and maybe while he's doing it he could also do, say, 15 Ghost Riders. Let's see that. I didn't actually pay attention at whether both of them equipped a tonic already, because we have a goal on here that you cannot do anymore if you equip a tonic before Kashino, because the goal is to wait equipping your first tonic until Kashino. But I think both of them selected Baller tonic. I'm not 100% sure. I'm really not sure. Kasa's energy looks like it depletes a little fast, so he might actually be going for it. I'll have to see, but I'm not sure right now. So Aljex helping Clara for the first time here. Completed. That is very nice. Kasa going for a quick page in here, probably to unlock Body Bubble for later, while Aljex just makes his way through a very 100 pagey-ish tribal. Very curious to see what's lying ahead from both of them. Kasa's very likely now also going to enter Tribal and do a rather similar route through it as well. I think if Aljex was to do the pirate treasures that are down here, he would have already collected it because it's around the ramp that he was going up before going to the page he's doing right now. But let's see. I think connecting the Ghost Rider goals is probably a good way. Let me see how he might do that. Oh yeah, maybe he's going for these two. But that also has the 15 sub-area pages, which is quite a big goal. But we'll have to see. Very curious for what routes they've been coming up with. Aljex right now just finishing up a rather normal route through Tribal, not collecting too much extra, probably going for additional Ghost Riders in the revisit of Tribal. He hasn't done Nimble though, because apparently he doesn't need the quills, which could be a sign for him not to go for the 400 quills goal in the top right there. Because he would make sure to go for as many as possible for that. Dang, I didn't pay attention what moves Aljex bought. Oh no. Finishing up on the slam puzzle, nice. Alright, let's see what Kasayev is gonna do. Oh, Aljex actually going for a play coin here. That's interesting. So Aljex will definitely have Rextro pages in this route. Rextro pages are the arcade games. We can play with Rextro the dinosaur. In his little arcade games, like Cardo's Carding in this level, for example. They're quite lengthy, but if you have a goal on the... If you have a goal, it can be worth it. And for example, in this row, we have 2 Rextro pages and Cardo's Carding, which is one of those Rextro games in this level. So, Aljex is likely going to do those 2 goals right now. Playing Cardo's Carding once, and then probably a second time right away to get the second Rextro page out of it. Aljex seems to love Rextro, yes. Kasa still on his rather normal way through Tribal. We can't really tell a lot by what he's been doing in Tribal so far. Hasn't done anything extremely out of the ordinary. Aljex racing against the time, trying to complete Cardo's Carding as fast as possible. Not too easy. It's it can take a bit. World record on it, I believe, is 1 minute and 28. So timer stopping at 3:32 or something like that. I don't fully remember. But it was fun to grind for it. I wonder if he's gonna if Aljex is gonna go for the entire column 4. Because if he was to go for the column 4, then he would have to expand Casino as well for the pachinko machines, which is quite a few pages required. Nice. So for Kasa, I can actually look at which moves he's buying. Yeah, and Aljex will likely play the game a second time right away as well, Luigi. Super Luigi Bros. Because that'll give him the second pagey. We always wondered actually why you guys made it so you obtain 2 pages from Rextra. Okay, Kasa's yeah, Aljex marking his first goal here, you can see the blue thingy marked. Cardo's carding done once. And yeah, as I predicted, he's going for a second one because he wants to mark this goal over here. 2 Rextra pages, and Cardo's carding is by far the fastest of the Rextra games, so if you're doing Cardo's carding, you better also do it a second time for that goal. So let's take a look at what Kasayev's doing. He's visiting the Duke. I'm pretty sure he didn't visit Clara when he entered Tribal Stack Tropics. So maybe he'll do it after the Duke. But otherwise, it would be a hint towards him not going for help Clara 2 times, which is also one of the faster goals on the board. But as you can imagine, it's less about just going for the best goals, but going for the best synergies of goals. Like if you have 15 easy goals, but all are something entirely different, then it might just still be worse than choosing 3 rows of goals which have harder goals, but actually work better together. Like for example, the 2 Rextra pages and Cardo's carding, those work really well together. But Kasayev already leaving Tribal Stack Tropics right here. Interesting to see. Not doing Clara. Yeah, not doing any Rextra stuff in there. Maybe he'll do it upon a revisit, we can never tell. But I would imagine he'd at least get the play coin if he was to do the Rextra in his first visit. Aljex finishing up on Rextra's arcade with the 2 Rextra pages here. Already claiming his second goal on the board. Oh, by the way, about claiming goals, they're not gone once someone's claimed them. Once someone's claimed them, Kasayev is still able to do those goals as well, because otherwise he would be in a lockout situation. That is also a category. You can play lockout bingo, which is just about who can do the most goals, and whenever someone completes a goal, the other one's not allowed to complete it anymore. That's also pretty fun. Alright, Aljex now leaving Tribal Stack Tropics as well, as I would have thought. Let's see what Kasayev's doing. I think he's on his way to just unlock Body Bubble, do the stuff in the hub around here, maybe going through Quiz 2, probably to enter Casino and unlock Flight. Maybe also doing some stuff in Casino, because so far I'm not really able to tell what stuff he's gonna do. So there's a pretty good chance he's going for Casino Cardos, maybe connecting it with the 2 Cardos pages in some way. Maybe like bottom row, middle column or something. That could work. And he's talked to Trouser and Glitter as well, so it's rather likely that he's actually gonna go for this column because it would allow him to learn all the Glitter moves. Yes, Raincoat, the bingo board is randomized, but for like having a cool bingo board, I curated it before. Like I tried to get a randomized board that will be cool for the event. But in general, it's a randomized board out of 125 golds. So Kasayev, as I said, going for Buddy Bubble, actually got it already. Now struggling again with Crazy Kirkhope, while Aljex is cleaning up Quills and likely also Pages in Shipwreck Creek, which works really, really well together because we have this goal: all Shipwreck Creek Quills and all Shipwreck Creek Pages. So that's two more bingo squares for Aljex, acquired really, really quickly. Yeah, there we go. We got all the Pages, and now he's just gotta finish up on the Quills around Shipwreck Creek. And for you guys who might think now, oh, Aljex has to be like really far in the lead already. It doesn't necessarily have to be, just by the fact of him already having marked 4 goals, because one can very much like build up speed in finishing up their goals around the end when it's more goals that are working towards something later in the run. Like for example, the 15 sub-area Pages, you'll not complete that early on because for that you need to get 15 sub-area Pages, and you'll only have that at some point. Alright, so where's Aljex go next? I'm curious. Likely doing gate skip going into Casino? Or is he? Oh, he's not 100% sure himself. Oh, actually cleaning out this hub first. Nice. While Kasa's also on his way to Casino. Let's see if Aljex makes a pit stop in Glitter Glaze Glacier in between. I would think he would not do it, because he doesn't seem to care for Buddy Bubble in this route. So he might just not visit Glitter at all, maybe? That could be interesting. Well, for Kasa, I'm pretty sure he's going for the glitter moves, maybe for 12 trouser moves. Yeah, maybe for the Cardoses. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, I think he rather often chooses Kartos goals, if I remember correctly. But we'll definitely have to see. Oh yeah, and Aljex actually enters Glitter. Didn't think he would, personally. Didn't think he would. Oh, actually, as Aljex is also going for this goal, I'm at this point considering the possibility of him going for this diagonal. Help Clara, 2 Cardos, Pages, 400 Quills. And not doing column 4. Maybe. Maybe to not have to do 2 complete pachinko machines. Huh. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious for what's to come. Meanwhile, Kasayev is entering Casino. Likely mostly to get the flight ability early, but as we haven't seen very safe hints on what he's even going for on the board, maybe we will when he might do the Casino Cardos. And maybe even the boss, because the boss in Casino is a Cardos pagey, because you're inside Cardos while fighting the boss. Which makes it a Cardos pagey according to our rules. Yeah, Aljex actually collecting all those quills here now. And yeah, because I wasn't paying attention properly, but I said it was a possibility. Kasa actually equipped his first tonic just now. Allowing him to now roll for longer. Having given him a disadvantage in all the previous gameplay, in terms of energy management. And yeah, I'm very curious for what's to come of him. What he's gonna connect that with. I feel like it's likely not column 2, but oh yeah, no, he did that. He accidentally unselected it. Oh, Aljex forgot to talk to Trouser. Then there we actually have a thing. We now know. He wants to get the glitter moves, or what could also be, he might want to do breeze the intended way. Maybe both. We'll have to see that. Yeah, he's buying Slurp State, so he's likely going to do breeze. No, not breeze intended way. Freezing room intended way. Yeah, he didn't buy the second move, but it might also be because the second move is pricey and he might only buy it later. But this is all definitely hinting towards him doing Fire Room. Oh, and it also allows him to go for another Ghost Rider in here. That's actually a very good thought process of him. If you already have to buy Slurp State, why not get the Ghost Rider that's Slurp State is required for? Yeah, very good thinking of Aljex there. Yeah, just climbing back up there and probably doing Freezing Room the intended way now. Getting yet another Ghost Rider and another goal on the bingo board. He's really quick firing here, man. Rapid firing. Oh, Kasayev at the same time struggling a little bit with the green ghost again. It can be a real struggle to catch that little bugger. Yeah, as I said, Aljex taking the opportunity to collect the red Ghost Rider and glitter as well, while Kasayev is collecting even more of the quills. Probably to work towards the 400 and towards more trouser moves. Did not go for Casino Cardos though, which was something I would have expected him to do at this point. Just because it's so unclear what he's going for. Like maybe he'll surprise us all. Maybe he'll surprise us all like crazy. I'm very curious. But for now I really can't make out some of what he's doing. Aljex now on his way to also help Clara for the second time, which allows him to mark off yet another goal on the board. Nice. Kasa probably checked his tokens. Now equipping Athlete because it's cooler if you want to use Flight. Aljex marking off the 2 goals he just did. Crazy madman. Crazy madman. Just a crazy madman. His routing is really on point up until here. But again, I'm telling you, I've been at the point where I was in the lead by that amount of golds, and it wasn't worth anything because the other one had a really good planned out route that came together in the end, marking off like 10 golds within 2 minutes. Just because they were working more towards end game goals. It can all still change rapidly. Both leaving levels at the same time. Aljex not having been to Casino yet. Kasayev finishing Casino, therefore being able to move across the world much faster now than Aljex is able to. Oh, likely going to enter Moody next? Or Glitter Glaze Glacier. Yeah, I mean, Glitter Glaze Glacier would be possible and going into Isometric Palace. Or he could go into Moody, collect some stuff and then expand it. Maybe Glitter is the more likely way he could approach it. But no, he's actually making his way over to Moody. Interesting, very interesting. Well, for Aljex we have to ask us, is he trolling us? Is he marking off goals that he's not actually even doing? Or are all of those goals in his rows? Because he could easily be going, like, have marked goals right now that he's not even going for in the long run. Now performing gate skip over on Aljex's side, giving him the opportunity to skip quiz 2 and get right into the final hub of the game from out of bounds. I think he paused a little too early there, but let's see if he'll get it. Yeah, no, not getting the height. No, he has to pause a little earlier. He might be a little out of practice. He hasn't speedrun the game in a while. He forgot it. Maybe that's Kasa's chance to catch up. Not actually going for the butterfly booster, but now doing something that Aljex has done before as well. Collecting all the quills in Shipwreck Creek and likely also the pages now that he's there. Aljex managing to get the boosted jump. The lag jump as it's called. Finishing up the out of bounds sequence break even. To get to the Galleon hub, while Kasa's just finishing up the shipwreck stuff as I mentioned before. Probably also getting the pages, because getting those pages is fairly fast while you're already there. They're easy to collect. Aljex at the same time likely to make his way over to Capital Casino for his first and probably only visit, as I would read out of his run. Kasa accidentally talking to Blasto there. Getting 2 bingo squares on his side. Lovely. Oh no, Aljex actually forgot the order of the books for this room. I think he's good now. Or it seems like he had. Maybe he was tricking us. Maybe he was trying to trick us into a false sense of security. We can never be sure. Alright, Kasa's actually going for his second tribal visit already. He's just jumping through the levels like nothing. Aljex getting camo. Interesting. He wouldn't need to have it unless he would want to go for 12 trouser moves. So he's likely to also go for Kashino Cardos then. Because he might just go for the 2 bosses. But let's see what Kasa's doing on his revisit. Now that's gonna allow us to understand way better what he's going to aim for. Like maybe he's going to collect the Ghost Riders now and help Clara on his way. Let's go. Again, starting with a pretty 100-pagey style route through this level. Yes, he collects the berries, so Kasa is likely to go for some kind of Ghost Rider goal as well now. And as we just saw, he also collected a Ghost Rider. What's he going for now? Is it the boss fight? Is it the pirate treasure? Is it both? Yes, it is the boss fight, and we yet have to see whether he'll also collect the pirate treasure. And or other stuff. Nice, so Kasa's gonna be caught up doing the boss fight for a while now. I'm really curious and don't 100% understand why he didn't do the Kashino boss, but it could likely be because he would want to do Breeze the intended way. That could be a thing. Because Breeze intended way is still on the board, like Breeze without using the out of bounds and stuff like that. That would be really interesting. That would mean that he would want to revisit Isometric Palace, probably also go for the sub-area pages. But then again, I would wonder why he wouldn't go for the Kashino Cardos as well. Very, very, very curious. Very curious. We'll see that. Yeah, he's definitely going for the 400 quills. I'm very sure at this point that Kasa's going for the 400 quills. Otherwise, you would never go out of your way and collect the quills behind Rampo. They are quite out of the way, and I know Kasa wouldn't collect them if it wasn't for the 400 quills, for the 400 quills goal. Possibly also the 50 quills in 3 worlds, because it's just a pretty casual thing to also get. Aljex probably also going for more Ghost Riders in Kashino as well. I think he's probably sitting at like 5 Ghost Riders out of possibly 15 he might need. Kasa now actually going for Clara. Nice. I don't 100% see yet why he wouldn't have done Clara. Oh no, his first visit was before he had Body Slam, so he couldn't have done Clara in his first glitter visit. So yeah, he'll likely do it in the second one then. Aljex getting additional pages. Not doing Cardos, and not, therefore also probably not going for the 2 bosses. So he'll not go for column 4. Instead, yeah, I'm starting to become a fan of the idea that he might just do the 2 diagonals here, or at least this diagonal. Then maybe row 2 and row 1? I don't even know. Aljex, what are you going for, man? At that time, Kasa as well. No, okay. He's not going there for other stuff. He's just going there for quills. Very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. Collecting all those quills. Because 400 quills is gonna be... That's a tough goal. That's a lot. He might have underestimated that goal. I'm not sure. That's like a lot extra to what you'd collect in an hour 20 of gameplay. Oh, did someone collect pirate treasure? I didn't catch that, Chi. Did somebody collect a pirate treasure? Kasa looking at his totals to get a rough feeling of how good he's on quills, probably. Now flying around the level a lot. Oh, maybe it was also for counting the Ghost Riders. Yeah, those all here are regions you'd rarely ever see in a run. Oh, okay, okay. Nice, Aljex getting those slot machines here. That's good. Like they're good value respective to their time, to the time they take for just getting a bunch of pages. Which is why Aljex will be doing that right now. Not even getting the last tokens there, just those four additional pages there. While Kasa's still looking for collecting more quills. I'm not sure if I'm interpreting it right, but it looks to me like he might be slightly desperate. He might just be slightly desperate, having underestimated the 400 quills goal. With, like, in combination with his other goals. Aljex now buying the second move off Glitter Glaze Glacier, allowing him to... Oh, or did he? No, he did not. He bought Reptile Rush. He bought Reptile Rush. Oh, actually, what I didn't actually see him doing was collect the third green Ghost Rider. Nice. Third green Ghost Rider and like 5 Ghost Riders in general. That's a pretty big achievement. Let's see if he's going to go for any other... I think he wants to troll us. He's marking so many goals. Some of which don't make sense together. What is that, Aljex? What are you doing to us? What are you doing to us? Kasa again skipping a Cardos. Therefore not going for a Cardos pagey. Kasa at this point likely to go for like the bottom row. Again, like he's going to revisit Glitter in a bit. Going for the sub-area pages. No, wait, actually, will he? Because he skipped Kashino Cardos. Huh. Yeah, no, again, I'm a little bit clueless on that. Aljex, probably making his way. Aljex actually going for a blackout on the board. I'm not too sure about that. But it looks like he might just try and do every goal on the board. I'm not sure if Aljex understood the rules correctly. No, I'm kidding. He does, but I also know that he likes to mark goals that he's not actually going for if he completed them to kind of trick the opponent a little bit. which can be a decent strategy. Like, you're allowed to mark everything on the board that you completed. Maybe that's his strategy in this. Definitely highly curious for what's going to happen here. Kasa apparently feeling good on pages and quills now to leave again. Aljex now entering Moody. I am curious. While Kasa's making his way over to another level. Possibly Moody as well. Actually, it pretty much has to be Moody. Because why would he revisit Kashino now? Yeah, no, would not make sense. Something Aljex's board would allow for right now would also be to have the expand 3 tomes and or expand Moody Maze Marsh still. As his route seemed to be more pagey than quill heavy up until here. Kasa also apparently going for an instant expand here. Is he actually going to combine expand Moody Maze Marsh with the 15 Ghost Riders? That could just be the case. Alright, and that was expand Moody Marsh for him. Let's see if he marks it. Maybe he forgot. Or he may not even want to mark it, but I don't know, based on based on expanding it, I would think it would be one of his goals. So yeah, let's see what they do in here. Aljex finishing up on some goals while Kasa's just running through here, collecting a lot of quills. Likely to buy both of the moves in here. Working towards the 12 trouser moves. Well, maybe he's also actually going to go and help Clara in here instead of in Tribal Stack Tropics. No, wait, he did it in Tribal Stack Tropics. I mean, instead of in Glitter Glazed Glacier. I'm thinking, is there a way how Kasa could end his run pretty much in Moody? I do not think so. I very much do not think so. Therefore, I would consider Aljex actually being in the lead at this point. Who also goes for some quills, actually. Probably to buy the last glitter move later. For, like, learn all glitter moves. Also going for Ghost Riders, again. I don't know how many he's on in total. Trying to find the blue one here. Well, Kasa's just still collecting quills and quills and quills. I wonder how many he's on in total. I really wonder how many he's on in total. But yeah, I think Going for Ghost Riders along with 400 quills might just be too much. He's on 287 now in total, meaning he still has to get 117 throughout the run. I think that is too many. Aljex possibly going for his second boss here? He is not. But instead... Okay, not even doing the pagey there. Collecting... Oh yes, actually Aljex marking freezing room intended way now. No wait, he had that. 50 quills in 3 worlds. Oh, nice, nice. So then, Aljex is probably actually gonna go for column 1. Interesting. Column 1, and you wouldn't know, maybe column 2 as well? Wait, did Aljex also equip his first tonic in Casino? I totally don't remember him marking that. Kasa trying to clean the entire level, cleaning the entire level out of quills. While Aljex is now expanding Moody Maze Marsh, which to his delight adds yet another goal to his list of completed goals. He might just not do anything in here, though. No, okay, he was actually returning and doing something in there. While Kasa has helped Clara for the second time. Yes, yes. So he's definitely also... Oh, going for Moody Ghost Riders. I only realize now Moody Ghost Riders is on here. Aljex getting the last glitter move, and also finishing up on learn 12 trouser moves. Crazy, crazy. This is getting pretty intense. But Aljex still seems to be in the lead. Needing only 2 more golds to finish his first 2 bingos. And then wait, didn't he expand? Then he just has to expand 1 more tome. This is crazy. This is crazy. Aljex is actually about to end with like the last Ghost Riders. Like as soon as he gets 15 Ghost Riders, he just has to expand 1 more tome and basically ends it. And like I said, Cardo's carding was just trickery. He's not actually doing any of the Cardos or Rextra. No, he needed the Rextra stuff. That's what it is. He needed the Rextra stuff. But marking the Cardos carding and 3 green Ghost Riders was trickery. Eve, Yookathon is a speedrunning marathon that's running for 1 day, celebrating Yooka's 4th birthday, which is today. A lot of runners have shown cool runs. You'll be able to see them later on my YouTube channel. Check out the schedule if you want to know what we had today. So yeah, Aljex still needs to get some Ghost Riders. Does not expand Glitter Glacier. Interesting. I would think he would expand it. And then just get the last Ghost Riders he still needs. Maybe he doesn't realize he can finish with that. Maybe he's planning out to do something else. and doesn't realize he's pretty much finished with the run. Oh, this is cute. This is interesting. So, Kasa's actually... Kasa's actually just finishing up his, I think, second boss fight? Wait, did he do Rampo in Travel-Tech Tropics? Not 100% sure. He probably did Rampo. Aljex leaving the level again. Not expanding, because he's likely going to expand Tribal instead. Kasa did Rampo, thank you. Then that would be his second boss in here. I mean, Kasa's not extremely far from finishing either. He basically just needs to go finish up the Ghost Riders in Moody, get his 400 quills, and do Freezing Room the intended way. He's likely to end below like an hour 10 still as well, which is still a really good time. Like, he's still performing a rather nice route, except the point that he might have underestimated 400 quills a bit. Nice, yeah, there he marks the two bosses. Now collecting some more quills. Aljex actually only needing, like, having completed 2 of the bingos. You guys can see it. Row 2, column 2, all have blue markings already. Only needing to collect some final Ghost Riders in Tribal-Tech Tropics, probably. Leading to him having collected 15 in total. And that's actually an amazing time Aljex will have here. That's an amazing time. Sub 1 hour for a 3-line bingo is crazy. I didn't get to see the totals on Kasa's stream. He just checked it to see how he's doing on quills. While Aljex is going for the red Ghost Rider, which may or may not be the last Ghost Rider of his run. It was. Aljex finishing with a 56-13. That is crazy. I'm gonna enter his voice chat for him to be able to talk about it himself. This is actually pretty amazing. Hey Aljex. I forgot to ask you, but do you feel like talking about your run? I think you did a pretty amazing route. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a 56 in a 3-line bingo before. Yes, that was 56-13. That was crazy fast. You definitely tricked me into thinking you would do some diagonal. Yeah. Oh wait, actually, I'm not sharing my desktop audio, which is bad. No one's hearing me.
Oh no!
But there now. I will say the same things again. This was... They've been hearing me though. This was a sub-hour run, 56-13, which is like really amazing.
Insane.
And yeah, you totally tricked me into thinking you'd do a diagonal by marking that Cardo's carding there. But yeah, then didn't go for any of the Cardo's pages and like not really for the bosses and stuff. So I wasn't really able to tell what exactly you were doing until like the last 10 minutes of the run.
Really? Wow.
But then I saw like, oh wait, he can just end on expanding tomes and the Ghost Riders.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
It
think
was pretty wild. The route was, I think, besides the one extra pagey, like, yeah, 32 pages, which is like pretty nice.
Yeah. Like, what did you say? How many extra pages did you get? I'm
I
sorry.
had one extra pagey just from the Ghost Riders, but the ones I needed to open worlds was 32.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Like, I've often collected 40 and above.
Yeah,
And
especially on
then,
3-line, you can easily go like hour 20 on some cards, just getting all the pages.
So yeah, maybe if you're interested in what Kasa's been doing, I had a really hard time figuring out what he was going for a while as well.
Right.
But it shapes up that he's actually going for the big Ghost Rider goal as well, for the
Okay.
moves as well, and for the 400 quills, which I think is not so viable in combination, because 400 quills, he might have underestimated it, is really big goal.
Yes, like I ended with 250. That was the cost of all my moves, was 250.
And getting those 150 extra just rolling
Yeah.
around the worlds everywhere, that takes so much time. Like you usually can't reptile rush or fly to collect the
You have
the
to
additional quills.
patiently walk around and make sure you don't miss any. Yeah.
Like, it still seems like he might end on, like, something such as a 110 or something, which still is a very decent time for a 3-line bingo. But if he had routed out that 400 quills somehow, then I think he would have been fine. Because he's also going for column 1 and 2 like you did.
Yes.
Which seemed to work well together, just based on, like, the shipwreck pages and shipwreck quills being really easy goals. Clara being a rather easy goal. The moves working well with Freezing Room intended, the Ghost Riders working well together.
And I think like it looks comparable, but that one extra boss that he would have had to face is, or like the two bosses versus two Cardos carding is just much longer, and the quills.
Yeah, especially when we look at your row 2, which you did. Like, expand 2 tomes is a free goal. You basically like,
yes.
Yeah.
I assume he also did it.
Yeah, he definitely also did it, I'm sure. I think he expanded tribal as well, yeah, because you want to have it for the Ghost Riders. You wanna just have it for pages in general. I think he even wanted it for quills.
Yeah.
Then yeah, the glitter moves are not a long stretch anymore if you do the freezing room intended way anyways.
Yeah, and I was glad to get that out of the way early. My only backtrack was to get the blue ghost after I bought Sonar.
And then basically at that point it's 2 Rexro pages versus bosses plus the 150 extra quills.
Yeah.
And I know what I would take out of those two options. But
and I felt my Cardos cardings were better than they usually were too.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I
was comparing them to world record for chat, so
I'm sure they weren't that good, but yeah.
I'm sorry. So that was an unfair comparison, but no, your Cardos cardings were very alright. Kasa now about to enter Glitter Glaze Glacier for the second time, actually, where he will now do Freezing Room, which he didn't do in his first visit.
And get his quills and his Ghost Riders. Right.
And that's where he'll then be able to be finished. I thought for a long time he would actually go for, like, the bottom row and actually go, like, build his route more around Glitter Glaze and going into Isometric Palace and then doing Cardos there as well, and I don't know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, he ended up skipping Cardos in Casino, so I got confused.
Yeah, one thing I was really confused about was I noticed he marked first tonic and Casino very early. Like I was still like near the end of tribal, still doing my Rextro pages, and he hadn't marked Deprec Creek, and I'm like I don't know. It
Yeah,
felt weird to me.
he was doing a very 100-pagey-ish way of doing early or slash leading to mid game, while you were more adapting to the board and just getting a lot of stuff out of the way already.
Right, I like to get my long goals that give pages very early on, so I can just use them and figure out which quick pages I can add later.
Yeah, that sounds like a very reasonable way of going about it. Dang, like I'm actually like your time really surprised me.
Right.
56 is a crazy good time.
It was just over before you knew it.
Yeah, is it? I don't know. Is it community record even?
Might be.
I'm really not sure if anyone's ever been below a 56.
I don't remember being that low personally, besides 2-line.
Nice. So Ghost Riders being the only goal left for Kasayev now.
Okay,
As he
it's just
finished
finishing
up
up
on
in
his-
glitter.
Yeah, as he finished up on his 400 quills and did freezing room the intended way. Something we gotta say he didn't do casually in a while, I would guess, based on him asking what it was before the run.
Yeah.
Which is a very
Did he at
fair
least,
thing. There's a lot of goals, and we just don't do a lot of stuff of those in usual runs. And
Did he get the red ghost from it, at least?
from what? Sorry.
The red ghost in freezing room. Did he at least get that?
I'm not sure actually. I didn't pay attention.
Because like
I
that was
think he
that was a
did.
big deal for my route. Was the freezing room has the orange ghost and the red ghost right there.
I'll drag him right in. Hey, welcome Kaza.
Hey, hello.
Hey, welcome
Hey.
Kaza. I just dragged you in as well without asking. Lol.
Hey.
I just dragged you in as well without asking. Lol.
Congratulations
on also finishing your run. Congratulations
Hey,
on
thank you,
also
thank you.
finishing.
I wonder why I did 1 instead of 2. That just looks so much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking if you were underestimating 400 quills a bit, maybe.
No, I knew it was gonna be horrible, but I don't know. I just thought like true extra pages was. It's better doing Trev and 400 quills than true extra pages for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get 2 extra pages from Cardos carding in what, like 4 minutes?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
But yeah, your end time being 1:05:20, which is still a very, very decent 3-line bingo time. The thing is,
that's very good.
I don't know if you've seen yet, Aljex just completely wrecked it with like a 56-13.
Yeah. I saw it in chat.
These
Oh, okay.
unprecedented levels.
It was crazy, but dang, 1:05 still a time I'd be very happy with on this board. I think when I gave you guys this board, I knew that it had a few different possibilities, with likely what Aljex did being the best one. I'm not even sure though, but I don't know. I didn't think it was possible to end in under an hour, to be honest. when I looked at it. But yeah, you guys definitely made the best of it.
Looking now, I think instead of row 1, maybe diagonal 1 could be really good.
Yeah, I was thinking as well, the diagonal bottom left to top... No, actually not that one. Top left to bottom right might have actually been a thing.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I thought about possibly combining it in some way with the 15 sub-area pages and Breeze or something, but that might already be bad again. Making the route less about Moody and more about, like, isometric polish somehow.
Yeah, expanding glitter would be too much.
Yeah, it might. But yeah, thank you guys so much for participating. I'm just gonna unless you guys want to say something, I would just jump over to the intermissions slash thanks for watching screen and maybe have a few final words.
Sure. No.
Again,
I'm good. Thanks for putting the event on. It was fun.
I hope so. I really hope it was fun, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, and thanks for watching, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.